Hi, incoming ninth grade families. I'm Stephen Dellinger-Pate. I'm the principal here at U-32, and I want to welcome you to our video introduction to the ninth grade and the programs and services that we have here at U-32. So later in this video, you're going to learn a little bit about how we're structured and how we'll be set up, but I just wanted to take a few minutes to welcome you to the high school at U-32, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, and welcome many of our families who have had experience with the high school, and let you know that while this year has been incredibly complicated and amazing in many ways, next year we are hoping to return to much more normal practices where we have our regular schedule, where we have many of our programs after school co-curricular activities that have had to be put on hold some this year. And to let you know that we are really looking forward to this group of ninth graders that are coming up next year as we continue to expand our offerings, really hone in on the proficiency work that we're doing, and really give the best experience possible for all of our kids. Well, one of the things that's a mark of our 9th and 10th grade is that we have teams of teachers who work with groups of students so that they are focused on their needs, their expectations, all of those things that really make the experience worthwhile. And so as you see this video today, I hope that you get a nice little brief introduction into the work that we do here at U-32 at the high school level, and that you can really start to plan out the future of your child, and for those of students who are watching this as well, your future, because we hope that each of you moves through a program of studies here, a plan to move towards graduation, and post-graduation that you are ready and able to enter the workforce, college, or any other option that you are choosing. It all begins here in your 9th grade year, where you make those choices about the courses that you are excited about, the things that you are interested in, and really can take you through your 4 years here at U-32. And it should just be 4 years for all of you, but that time that you move through U-32 is you move towards adulthood and your next steps in life. We really welcome you here to U-32, and I hope that the rest of this video is as informative and exciting as this first part. And I wish you the best of luck and look forward to seeing you all in person sometime very soon. Take care and enjoy this video.
Welcome to 9th grade information session. I'm Ellen Cook. I'm one of the high school counselors here at U-32. I'm going to shepherd you through this presentation that we have for you, and there'll be a question and answer Zoom opportunity for you to ask myself questions, Lisa LaPlante, our Director of Student Services, and Stephen Dellinger-Pate, our principal. So there are a lot to consider in high school. Students have to earn proficiencies, certainly in order to graduate. There are student learning outcomes, transferable skills, there's personalized learning plan, co-curricular activities, and we're going to discuss also the scheduling time frame. So what are SLOs? Student learning outcomes. They are the guide for students from pre-K to 12, what skills students need to acquire in order to be successful learners and to go out and graduate and do their good work. These are the graduation requirements for students to graduate from U-32. They are core knowledge of transferable skills, and so students have a wide opportunity of classes to choose from in order to earn many of these skills. Classes that help meet graduation requirements, certainly literacy, composition and literature, humanities, and additional English courses that are recommended by the students' English teachers. Mathematics, in freshman year they have geometry, then algebra 1, algebra 2, and then they have a choice on whether they want to pursue pre-calculus and statistics or calculus. Science, in 9th grade it's physical science. Global studies in 9th grade for social studies, and global citizenship, PE and health. Typically students, we encourage them to take health in their sophomore year, and artistic expression, and finally financial literacy. These are all requirements to meet graduation proficiencies. And this is glossary for those of you that may not be familiar with some of our language around how we describe bands and or classes. So we say bands versus classes. Those, I think that was from the original inception of U-32 that the students decided to name them bands versus classes, something different. We will have blue and white days, and each class will be approximately 70 minutes, and then there'll be a callback class, 45 minutes each day after lunch. And also our teacher advisory system, your students have their teacher advisor, and that happens every day from 8 to 10. And again, the teacher advisor, for those of you that may be transitioning to U-32 for the first time, is the adult who will help to shepherd your student through high school. PLPs, personal learning plans, that's also part of our program, and then also our program of studies has a wealth of information to guide you through different courses and what they're about. The PLP, personal learning plans, those are housed in Canvas and Naviance, and it's an opportunity for students to map out what's happening for them over the next 4 years and the opportunities of how they want to get there. Assessments, assignments, etc. matter. GPAs begin, that's grade point average, they begin to be calculated in 9th grade at the end of the school year after full year courses, and they are adjusted each year accordingly to how successful students are meeting proficiency. Our scheduling time frame. So what it looks like is parents and students and TA have scheduling conferences in 8th and 10th grade that gives an opportunity for all of us to be at the table, TAs, parent and caregivers and students, to just talk about the progress, what students are thinking about in terms of mapping out their 4-year plan and how to move past graduation. Then there's the 9th grade program looks like this. There are teams. Students will be assigned to teams, and in those teams there will have composition, literature, geometry, global studies, a physical science class, a foreign language, if they will, if interested, and PE. And then they'll also have choice of other classes, art, design and technology, or they'll also be recommended for support, for instance, math and lit labs and reading strategies. Lots of things to consider. The daily schedule, what it looks like is there's by semester, there are 71-minute classes. There are 4 classes each day, and there are 8 opportunities for classes over the course of the semester. Students need to meet a minimum of 7 classes per day to be considered full-time, and that is, in order to participate in co-curricular activities, students need to be full-time students. So what are those? Clubs, sports, and theater. Those commitment levels change for sure in high school. They won't ride the regular bus if your student is interested in activities after school. And a reminder that fall sports often start in the summer, and there's weekend and vacation obligations as well for those co-curricular activities. Please think about being taking part in any of them. There are lots to choose from. There are questions. We have frequently asked questions, and you are welcome to ask those on our drop-in and question answer opportunity on March 23rd and 25th from 5 to 6 p.m. And there are Zoom links in the U-32 calendar. So we look forward to hearing from you, and thanks for participating.
I hope that this video has been informative for you, and I invite you to join us next week on Tuesday and or Thursday. If you have questions about any of the programs or the activities that we have here at U-32, we're going to post some times where you can Zoom in with the administration and school counselors to see what's going on here at U-32 and ask those questions. I also encourage you kids and families, please look to get involved next year. One of the chief goals that we are going to be focused on next year as we come out of all of this pandemic educational time is to really re-engage kids in those activities of schooling that we have not been able to do this year. So the co-curriculars, the sports programs, all of those things that have been put on hold, we really want you to get involved in. We want you to start a club. We want you to be involved with your friends. We want you to engage in school in as many ways possible, not just academics, but in every possible way. And so we look forward to seeing you here in the ninth grade, and it is going to be a great year next year. Go Raiders.